So hi friends, once again welcome back. Today we are going to discuss very important announcement, otherwise the notification we can say. So from SBI one more notification is released, which is nothing but SBI PO notification. And guys, here if you see the number of vacancies are 2000. Okay, so 2056 vacancies are there. Okay, so the number of vacancies are very huge and it is a very great opportunity for the people who are preparing for a government job, especially for banking sector. So not only for banking sector, if you are preparing for any government job, this is a very good opportunity if you utilize it. So coming to guys, so
education concepts vari Dasara Subhakankshalato bhari offers. Quick Arithmetic RS Agarwal U Edition video course 3 months validity తో కేవలం 99 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. All competitive AP General Studies English Medium full course 6 months validity తో కేవలం 999 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. APPSC Group 4 full course 1 year validity తో కేవలం 1299 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. 5 books ఉచితంగా పంపబడును. SI Constables PRELIMS+MAINS full course 1 year validity తో కేవలం 1299 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. 10 books ఉచితంగా పంపబడును. AP హైకోర్టు ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 6 months వ్యాలిడిటీ తో కేవలం 899 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. SSC GD కానిస్టేబుల్స్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 3 months వ్యాలిడిటీ తో కేవలం 699 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. AP గ్రూప్ 2 ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీ తో కేవలం 1499 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ వారి భారీ ఆఫర్స్ తో ఈ విజయదశమి జరుపుకోండి. మీ బంగారు భవిష్యత్తుకు బాటలు వేయండి. వెంటనే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి ఎడ్యుకేషన్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ యాప్. మరిన్ని వివరాలకు సంప్రదించవలసిన నంబర్స్ 9642228718 and 8354845678.
So here for this notification, if you want to crack this notification, so here in this video we are going to discuss so what is the syllabus we have to so study, and what is the examination pattern we have to follow. So what is the examination pattern it is going to be. So we have to prepare, and how many levels of recruitment procedure is there. So everything we are going to discuss in each and every each and every point we are going to discuss here. So then coming to the so next point here, so how to apply. So otherwise when we have to apply, so from which date we have to apply for this notification. So coming to the starting date of online application, so here you can see on the screen, so it is 5th October. So 5th October, from 5th October onwards you can apply. So online, you can apply only online. It's not offline mode application, it is purely online mode application. So from 5th October you can apply for this post, SBI probationary officer post. And what is the last date if you are so if you want to apply means, so this is 25th October. Remember, so 25th October is the last date if you want to apply for this so particular post. So remember guys, SBI PO so job is very similar to so just like an IAS officer job. So it is very so equivalent to that type of so level of job. So even UPSC people also, the people who are preparing for civils also are going to write for SBI PO. Remember, so such is the importance of this notification and this job also guys. So then coming to so where we can apply. So you may have one doubt, so where exactly we can apply. You can see on the screen one link. So if you just type this link on your so maybe laptop, otherwise so maybe PC, personal computer, so directly you will be redirected to the so application page. Then you can so fill the form and you can submit the so form as well. So remember, the online application is going to start from 5th October and the last date is nothing but 25th October, and this is the link where you can apply online for this particular post. I hope it is clear. So let's move on to the next point. So here if you see the age limit, that means what is the age limit so for a candidate if he want to apply for this SBI PO notification. So remember, the minimum age has to be 21 years and the maximum age it can be 30 years. So there should be a reference date or not. So if you want to calculate your age, there should be a reference date. Based on that yearly you have to calculate whether your age is 21 years or 30 years or not. Yes, so your date of birth okay, so remember your date of birth can be so from 2nd April 1991 to so 1st April 2000. Okay, it means your date of birth can be from 2nd April 1991 to okay 1st April 2000. So if your date of birth is from this date to this date, you are eligible to apply for this particular post, guys. Okay, it means your age is minimum 21 years and maximum 31 years. Okay, so 30 years. Remember, both the dates are included. That means if your date of birth is 2nd April 1991 means you are eligible to apply for this post. And after this, so after 2nd April 1991, okay, so up to 1st April 2000 also, if your date of birth is there in between these two dates, then also you can apply for this particular post. Okay, just based on these two dates you can decide your age and you can okay so apply for this particular post, guys. Okay, then coming to the next one, the age relaxation is going to be okay so very same as we are able to see in each and every notification. For SC and ST, 5 years age relaxation is going to be there, okay, as we already know. And coming to the BC, OBC and physically okay so PWD okay so candidates, so the age relaxation is going to be 3 years as we already know. So then coming to the next point, guys, about this notification. So the qualification, what is the education qualification? Okay, so the educational qualification is going to be, so it is a graduation in any discipline from your recognized university or any equivalent qualification. That means simply if you are a graduate from any discipline, then you are eligible to apply this particular post. For example, if you are pursuing a graduation, okay, so whether you if you are studying a final year, otherwise final semester, still okay, so you can apply for this post. Okay, so you can also okay apply this post provisionally. But once if you are selected in the prelims and main examination, then you will be called for interview. Okay, at the time of interview process, you must be able to produce one proof that so I have passed my graduation. Okay, so graduation passed certificate, one proof must be okay so shown to the interview board. So at the time of interview only. So before that you can apply for the notification and you can write the prelims examination and main examination also. Okay, but see that you should be able to produce your okay so graduation certificate when they call for interview. Okay, so that means they have given one date also. Okay, so see, guys, so by this date your graduation must be completed by 31st December 2000 okay so 21. So latest by 31st December 2021 you should be able to complete your graduation. Remember that. Okay, so this is about the education qualification, and the people who have completed their chartered account, otherwise cost accountancy, may also be okay so may also eligible to apply for this particular post. Okay, so simply remember, graduation is the minimum education qualification, and if you are studying final year also, okay, no need to worry, still you can apply if you are able to get your graduation certificate by this date. Okay, so by this date, otherwise on the date of interview, if you are able to produce means, then without any hesitation, without any doubt, you also can apply for this particular post. I hope it is clear. Okay, so then coming to the next point. So the next point is that the selection procedure. The selection procedure is going to be in 3 phases. Okay, so 3 phases. So first phase is prelims. So first phase is preliminary examination. Okay, so second phase is mains exam. Okay, so mains, and the third phase is descriptive. Okay, so the third phase is, it's not descriptive, it's okay so interview. So it is interview. So these are the 3 phases which we have to okay so appear. So first of all we have to clear preliminary examination, then mains examination. In mains examination, okay, so 2 types of test we have to undergo. We have to write 2 types of examination. So in the interview process means it is going to be okay so only one type. So let us see prelims, guys. Okay, so let us see prelims examination pattern. So in preliminary examination, as you are able to see on the screen, So in preliminary examination, from three sections questions are going to be asked. In your question paper, based on three subjects, they are going to give you question. So the first subject is English language, the second subject is quantitative aptitude, and the third subject is reasoning ability, which is nothing but reasoning, simply reasoning. So from English, how many questions? 30 questions they are going to ask you. 30 questions they are going to ask you. From quantitative, 35 questions. From reasoning ability, 35 questions. Okay, so 30 plus 35 plus 35. So total how much? So 100 questions. Okay, so from these three subjects, 100 questions are going to be given, especially from English, 30 questions, from quantitative aptitude, from reasoning, 35. Okay, so each and every question carries 1 mark. Remember, each and every question carries 1 mark. 100 questions, 100 marks, total maximum marks 100. Remember one more thing, and English test you can write within 20 minutes. Okay, so you'll be given only 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes you have to complete English language. Okay, English examination. Okay, so then coming to the next one, quantitative. For quantitative also 20 minutes, for reasoning also 20 minutes. So 320 60 minutes. That means total duration of the examination is 60 minutes, guys. Okay, remember, so preliminary examination, in preliminary examination total 100 questions are going to be given. 100 questions, 100 marks. Within how much time we have to complete the examination? Within 1 hour. So it is a computer based examination, it is not offline examination, and the examination is going to be so in English. Remember, in English, right? So it is a completely online based examination. So then coming to the next level, second phase is nothing but main examination. So main examination consists of so two types. So one is objective type, so objective type examination, and the second one is going to be descriptive test also. Okay, so here in the main examination, again the same types of subjects are going to be given, in addition with the so reasoning and quantitative and then English. So one more part is going to be given. Total so 4 parts are there. In preliminary examination, how many parts we have, how many sections we have? Only 3 sections. But in the main examination, if you see, 4 parts are there. Okay, so among these 4 parts, reasoning and computer aptitude. So that means reasoning related question. Okay, so questions from reasoning subject as well as questions from computer subject also are going to be given. So in one section, in section number 1, how many questions? From reasoning and computer aptitude, 45 questions but 60 marks. 45 questions and 16 marks. Remember, every question, so most probably every question is going to carry 1.5 mark. Remember, so 45 questions, so 60 marks means almost every question is going to carry 1.5 mark. Remember, and what is the time duration? 60 minutes is the time duration. Okay, so for the first section, so what is the time duration? So 60 minutes. Total 45 questions. Okay, so total marks 60 marks, and within 60 minutes we have to answer. Okay, then coming to the second part, the second section is data analysis and data interpretation. That means the second part comes under quantitative aptitude. Especially in quantitative aptitude, it consists of data analysis related, data interpretation related question. So how many questions from the second section? 35 questions are going to be asked from the second section. Within how much time we have to answer? 45 minutes. So what is the total? Okay, so total marks, maximum marks for 35 questions, 60 marks are going to be given. Okay, it means one question carries more than 1 mark. Remember, some questions may be 2 marks questions, some questions may be 1.5 marks, some questions may be 1 mark type questions also. So 35 questions, total 60 marks. Within 45 minutes we have to answer. Remember. Then coming to the third section. The third section is related to general. Okay, so otherwise banking, economy, banking awareness related. Okay, so that means so current affairs related questions also going to be given, and insurance related questions also going to be given, and so banking awareness related, so economy related questions also going to be given in section number 3. So total how many questions here? 40 questions. So in the third section 40 questions are going to be given. So for 40 marks, so within how much time we have to answer? 35 minutes we have to answer. Okay, so 40 questions, maximum marks 40 marks, and how much time we have to take? Only 35 minutes. Within 35 minutes we have to answer 40 questions, okay, related to section number 3. Then coming to the section number 4, it is related to completely English language. Questions are going to be given based on English language. So how many questions? 35 questions are going to be asked from English language. So in section number 4, so what is the total number of marks? 40 marks. Within how much time we have to answer? So 40 minutes. So total 40 minutes we have to take. Okay, so I hope it is clear. So in the main examination, okay, so 2 levels we have to undergo. So first one is objective type. In this objective type, total 4 sections are there. Okay, total 4 sections are there. So first section is reasoning and computer aptitude, and second one is data analysis and interpretation. So third one is general or economy, otherwise banking awareness related question, and the fourth one is English language. So total number of questions and maximum marks and the total time duration also. Okay, so you know, so here we can say simply 155 questions, 200 marks within 3 hours. Okay, so total number of questions how many? 155 questions we have to answer within 3 hours for maximum of 200 marks. Okay, so then coming to descriptive test is also part of main examination. Okay, so it is also a part of main examination. In the descriptive test, what they are going to ask you? Okay, so the descriptive test is going to be completed in English language, based on English language. So what are the types of questions they are going to ask you? Definitely letter writing and essay writing. One letter writing, one essay writing is going to be given. 2 questions are going to be given. So what is the maximum marks? 50 marks. Within how much time we have to answer? Okay, so we have to write this descriptive test within half an hour. Within 30 minutes only we have to write. So 2 questions, one letter writing, okay, so one essay writing. So 2 questions we have to answer within 30 minutes. Okay, so I hope it is clear with the main examination also. So 2 levels are there. So level 1 is related to, okay, so objective type, and level 2 is related to, okay, so descriptive type, right? So coming to the next one, so phase number 2 is completed. Now phase number, okay, so 3. What is phase number 3? The people who have cleared, okay, so preliminary examination and main examination both are going to be called for interview. Okay, so what is the structure of interview? Okay, so it is going to be, if you can see here, so phase 3 is nothing but in the view of the social distancing and safety measures necessity, okay, so necessitated due to COVID-19 pandemic. The third phase may comprise of see interview only. Either it can be only interview for 50 marks. Okay, so personal interview, one-to-one interview. Okay, so it may be only interview for 50 marks. Otherwise, okay, interview, okay, so for 30 marks and group exercises for 20 marks. Maybe they can conduct like only interview, otherwise personal interview for 30 marks and group exercises for, okay, so 20 marks. This is going to be phase number 3. I hope the examination procedure, otherwise the selection procedure is clear. First of all, prelims we have to clear, then mains we have to clear, okay, so then personal interview. Okay, so this is the selection procedure. Okay, so selection procedure and examination pattern also we have seen. So let us move on to the syllabus. Okay, so for preliminary examination point of view, from 3 sections. Okay, so for preliminary examination, so 3 sections we have to prepare or not? 3 subjects we have to prepare or not? Yes. So what is the first one? Quantitative aptitude. Quantitative aptitude is nothing but arithmetic. Okay, so from quantitative aptitude, what are the topics we have to prepare? So you can see on the screen, simplification, otherwise approximation. Okay, so simplification or approximation. Then profit and loss, another topic. Okay, so mixture and allegation, permutation, combination and probability. So time and work, it is another topic. Okay, so sequence or series. So next one, simple interest and compound interest related, okay, so questions. Then surds and indices, then mensuration and cylinders, cones and sphere. So time and distances, data interpretation, ratio and proportion, numbers, okay, so number system and percentage. Okay, so percentage, these are some topics as we are unable to, okay, so put all these topics. Okay, so for prelims Yes, complete syllabus is this one. Okay, for mains we were unable to put in one slide. Okay, so that we are going to see next. So these are the topics related to, okay, so topics related to quantitative aptitude syllabus, especially for preliminary examination. So then coming to reasoning syllabus, so from this subject, alphanumeric series, directions, logical reasoning, data sufficiency, ranking and order. So that means order and ranking. So then alphabet test, setting arrangement, then coded inequalities, puzzle test, syllogisms, blood relations, coding decoding, input output and tabulation. Okay, so tabulation also comes under data interpretation. Okay, it's not a separate chapter. Okay, so then coming to English, especially for preliminary examination point of view, in the English section, what are the topics we have to prepare? Let us see. So reading comprehension, then fill in the blanks, close test, parajumbles, vocabulary, paragraph completion, multiple meaning, otherwise error spotting. Okay, so then sentence completion. So then tenses, rules based questions we have to, okay, so prepare. So these are the three sections we have to prepare for preliminary examination, and from each and every section, so we are able to see the topics names. Okay, the topics names which we have to prepare especially for preliminary examination. Okay, so then coming to the main examination. So if you see the main examination, okay, so the main examination syllabus comes, okay, so like this. So data analysis and data interpretation means from quantitative aptitude. So what are the, okay, so topics we have to prepare especially for main examination? As you are able to see on the screen, tabular graph, line graph, bar graph, charts and tables, missing case, okay, so case IDs. So then radar graph, okay, so caselets related, so probability and data sufficiency. So these are the topics, especially these are the topics we have to prepare for main examination from quantitative aptitude. Okay, so then coming to reasoning, so verbal reasoning, under verbal reasoning there are many topics. Okay, so all those topics we have to prepare for main examination. So apart from that, syllogisms, circular, sitting arrangement simply. Okay, so this also comes under sitting arrangement. So double, okay, so double lineup, so then scheduling, input output, blood relations. Okay, so these are some topics, okay, so for main examination point of view from, okay, so data analysis and reasoning. Okay, so still some more topics are there in the next slide. Okay, so then coming to general economy and banking awareness, from this section, okay, so otherwise banking awareness we can say simply banking awareness. So current affairs related to, okay, so recent current affairs questions are going to be given. So then coming to the next one, financial awareness related, general knowledge related, static awareness. Okay, so that means a static GK. So static GK. So banking terminology related, okay, so questions, banking awareness related, principles of, okay, so insurance related questions also going to be given. So then coming to English language, reading comprehension, okay, so grammar, verbal ability, vocabulary, sentence, okay, so improvement, word association, okay, so parajumble, error spotting. So from computer section, from computer subject, so related to internet, related to memory, keyboard shortcuts and computer abbreviations, Microsoft Office, okay, MS Office, based on MS Office also questions are going to be given. Okay, so then computer hardware related questions, computer software related questions, computer fundamentals, otherwise terminology related questions also going to be given. So these are some topics from each and every section. Okay, so as I have already told you, so we were unable to put complete syllabus related to each and every section in the single slide, so that's why we have added in the next slide. Okay, let us see the remaining topics related to our main examination. From data analysis and data interpretation, the remaining topics, okay, so case IDs, permutation and combination, pie charts. Okay, so from reasoning, the remaining topics are going to be, so directions and distances, order and ranking, okay, so data sufficiency, coding and decoding, coded inequalities, course of action, so critical reasoning, analytical and decision making. So these are the topics, okay, remaining topics from, okay, so quantitative aptitude and reasoning as well. So from general awareness, otherwise banking awareness, there are no other topics. In the first slide itself we have completed, we cover. So then coming to English, so close test, fill in the blanks. Okay, from these two topics also questions are going to be given for main examination point of view. So then coming to the computer study. Okay, so computer aptitude, networking related, number system related, operating system related, basic. Okay, so basic of logic gates related questions also going to be given. So this is the complete syllabus for main examination point of view from each and every section. Okay, so now let us see. So as we are going to concentrate mainly on the reasoning subject, because I've been teaching reasoning from the past 8 years. So that's why, so here I'm going to give you an important information related to reasoning subject. That means which are the topics we have to prepare so for preliminary examination especially, and which are the topics we have to give more importance so main examination point of view, and what is going to be the weightage of each and every chapter we are going to see here. So coming to the reasoning syllabus, be it a preliminary examination, otherwise main examination, so related to each and every chapter I'm going to give you the weightage and whether the chapter is really important for preliminary examination, otherwise main examination, I'm going to give you clarity as well. Okay, so now let us see the first chapter. So the first chapter is alphanumeric series, otherwise alphabet so test, whatever it can be. So the weightage is going to be 1 to 5 questions for preliminary examination point of view. Okay, so for preliminary examination point of view, from the first chapter you may expect 1 to 5 questions. Okay, so most probably as I've seen in the previous question, so 5 questions minimum you can expect minimum 5 questions from first chapter for preliminary examination point of view. For main examination point of view, okay, you can expect maybe 1 question or 2 questions, that's it. Okay, you can expect maybe 1 question or 2 questions from the first chapter. Okay, then coming to the second chapter, so the weightage is going to be 5 marks. The weightage is going to be so maybe 3 to 5 questions I can say. So 3 to 5 questions, but most of the times I have seen a 5 marks question from this chapter, either it is a preliminary examination, otherwise main examination. So the second chapter, coding decoding chapter, is equally important for prelims as well as main examination. For prelims as well as main examination, it is equally important chapter. So then coming to the next chapter, blood relation. Okay, so blood relation, so from this chapter also we can expect minimum 2 to 5 questions. Minimum 2 to 5 questions, either it is a preliminary examination, otherwise main examination. This is also equally important for prelims or main examination. Okay, so then coming to the next one, direction sense test. So it was not that much important chapter, but now it has become, from the past 2-3 years it has become so one of the important chapter. Now the weightage has become, previously it was 1 mark. Okay, so they were asking only 1 question from direction test. Okay, but now so the weightage has become 3 to 5 marks. Okay, this is also equally important for prelims as well as for main examination point of view. So then coming to the next one, order and ranking. From order and ranking you can expect maybe 2 to 3 questions. Either it is prelims or main examination, so it is equally important. The weightage can be 2 marks to 3 marks. 2 questions to 3 questions can be asked from order and ranking. Then coming to syllogisms, one of the important chapter for prelims as well as main examination. So equally important guys, equally important. Okay, so sometimes questions can be given from syllogism chapter for main examination, sometimes for prelims also. Okay, so the weightage is going to be 3 to 5. So 3 questions, otherwise 4 questions, otherwise sometimes 5 questions also. Then the next chapter is inequality. Inequality is also one of the important chapter, so from which you can get 3 to 5 questions. So 3 to 5 questions, either it is prelims or main examination point of view, you can expect a 3 to 5 question. Okay, so very easily. So then coming to the next one, setting arrangement. The next chapter is setting arrangement, and the next one is puzzle. Remember either it is preliminary examination or main examination, without questions from these 2 chapters you may not see the question paper. So that's how the situation has become. Okay, so nowadays without setting arrangement chapter questions and puzzles related question you may not see. So remember either it is prelims or main examination, so 5 to 10 questions minimum. So 5 to 10 questions minimum you can expect from setting arrangement chapter itself. Okay, and from puzzle chapter also same. 5 to 10 questions you can expect. It means, so from setting arrangement and puzzle, both from these two chapters only, you can expect minimum 15 to 20 marks. Either it is preliminary examination or main examination. If it is a main examination, definitely, okay, so more than 20 easily you can expect from setting arrangement and puzzles. So such is the importance of these two chapters, remember. Okay, so then coming to the next one, machine input chapter is important for main examination point of view. Okay, so most of the times we have seen questions from machine input chapter for main examination, so not for preliminary examination. So the weightage, it is going to be 5 marks. If they take any question from mission input means, so the weightage has to be 5 marks. Okay, so this is how they were asking the questions for the previous examination. Okay, so whatever we have seen. So then coming to the next one, decision making chapter. So once it was very important chapter, but nowadays so they are asking very less questions from this chapter. Okay, so they are not concentrating much. So but we cannot guarantee that they are not going to give you questions from this chapter. So as it is a competitive world, so maybe questions can be asked from anywhere, from any corner they can concentrate a question. So the weightage is going to be 5 questions. So for main examination point of view, we can concentrate. Okay, so then coming to the last one, it is data sufficiency. So data sufficiency is also one of the main important topic. So either for prelims or mains, for main examination point of view, regularly you can get questions from data sufficiency. The weightage is going to be maybe 3 questions to 5 questions. 3 questions to 5 questions. So these are the topics under verbal reasoning. Then coming to the logical reasoning. Okay, so under logical reasoning section, so these are the topics what we have: statements and assumptions, statements and arguments, problem and course of action, cause and effect, and drawing inference. These are the 5 topics what we have. Okay, remember, so from logical reasoning, the questions are going to be given for main examination point of view mainly. So most of the times we have seen questions from logical reasoning section for main examination point of view. For prelims, they concentrate very less. Okay, so we cannot say guaranteely, with 100% confidence they are not going to give you questions for prelims. No, we cannot say. Maybe they can give you questions for preliminary examination or for main examination, but most of the times we have seen questions from logical reasoning topics for main examination point of view. Okay, so in main examination, so questions can be given like, so from each and every chapter one question can be given. That means the total weightage is going to be 5 marks. Okay, so maybe I can say, so 5 marks, yes. So sometimes maybe 2 to 5 questions also can be given. So maybe from logical reasoning, maybe 2 questions, otherwise 3 questions also can be given. Otherwise, sometimes, most of the times, not sometimes, most of the times, 5 marks. Okay, they have given 5 questions from logical reasoning section. From the complete section, 5 marks they are going to give you. Okay, so like how maybe 1 question from the first chapter, 1 question from the second chapter, 1 question from the third chapter, 1 question from the fourth chapter, 1 question from the fifth chapter. Otherwise, 2 questions, maybe 1 question from the remaining topics. Okay, so otherwise maybe 5 questions from any one topic. Maybe it can be assumptions, otherwise arguments, otherwise course of action, otherwise cause and effect. So it means the total weightage of the section is 5 marks. These 5 questions can be asked from any one of the topic. Okay, so be it can be so assumptions, otherwise arguments, otherwise course of action, otherwise cause and effect, otherwise drawing inference. Otherwise, maybe 2 questions from one topic, 2 questions from another topic, maybe 1 question from the third topic. Okay, any one topic. So this is how the examination, so the weightage of each and every chapter is going to vary under logical reasoning section. Okay, so now I hope you are clear with the weightage of each and every section from reasoning and the topics which are important for main examination also. Okay, so now you have one idea. So this is the complete details about SBI PO notification. And remember the starting date, if you want to apply, so what is the starting date? So 5th October is the starting date if you want to apply for SBI PO, and 25th October is the last date. Okay, so what is the minimum education qualification? It is going to be a graduation from any discipline, from any stream I can say. Okay, so and the final year students who are studying now also are eligible to write this examination, otherwise to apply for this, okay, examination, if you are able to produce your, okay, so certificate at the time of interview. Okay, otherwise latest by, so what I can say, 31st December 2021. Okay, so minimum age is going to be minimum, okay, so 21 years, maximum 30 years. So these are the highlights of this notification. So I hope it is clear to everyone, and I am thank you, okay, so for your patience, okay, so because you have watched our video till the end. Okay, so thank you, see you in the next video.